civilized people would have cheese and wine, but it's a bit too popular now for the more civilized people. I don't know who
You mean
you
hipsters?
Yeah. What do you mean hipsters?
It's too popular for.
I don't have cheese and wine. I'm not a hipster though. I suppose you're correct.
You're bald. You're
Are
a
you a
hipster.
hipster? Are you? If I grow my beard really long, which I might do, I might be classed as a hipster.
Yeah.
And have a
yeah,
penny farthing bike on my wall. Then maybe Hipster Cup is not returning this week. No way. Carry on.
Yeah, I just got a whisper in game, which confused me for a second because it was in German and I couldn't read it for just a second until I realized it was German.
Wow, you gave.
It's yeah. So let's tell them already to ready up as soon as they can because we want to get into the action. I feel, and we went through the builds already.
People are dying apparently.
Wait, what?
Someone says Zapdos is dead in real life, which could be an issue for the red team. Maybe Helsef can come in and replace Zapdos. He ever played BBL? I don't know.
Okay. Rezzing soon. Apparently he's gone AFK, I assume.
Yes. And then lost or something. That's... Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you, Law. Okay, right. There's a gem giveaway going on. And it's hashtag Bald Bros. Hashtag Bald Bros. Capital B, capital
Is
bro,
that supposed to be
bros.
some kind of advertisement, Jebro?
No.
No?
If you are bald, you are initiated into the Bald Bros. It is hashtag Bald Bros, capitals B's, and you'll be entered into the gem giveaway. Bald Bros for life.
Yeah, it's gonna be in chat show, so just have a look at what Oliver Briggs in the Twitch chat writes, and then you're gonna know exactly what to put in there to participate in the gem giveaway. So apparently everyone is alive again. At first I got really confused by Zapdos dead IRL. Thought something might have actually happened, but no.
No.
Apparently they are able to res him. Let's see how that works in game, because the finals.
Sorry, it's just awesome to see hashtag Bald Bros in the chat.
The finals. What are they playing for, Jebro? Tell the good people.
The final for this evening, we're playing for some Eurage. Some Eurage. No, it doesn't work either. So first place is 400 euros and 100 Go4 points. Second place is 100 euros with 2,000 gems per player. The clicking of my fingers was necessary to emphasize that. And third place is going to be 2,000 gems for each player. So even third place is a pretty nice prizing for 2k gems, which is around 20-ish pounds, just under. If you were in England, it would probably be 20-ish euros as well, which is represented in gems.
Yeah, we would also say that they're also playing for a spot in the WTS qualifier, but both of these teams already qualified. Which means it's gonna be decided in leaderboard overlive and your goose is cooked are both in now, because we have 2 spots for the WTS, and if the top 2 placing teams already qualified, it's gonna move down, at least as far as I'm aware. Don't hold me to that. I might have misunderstood something there, but I think that is basically the way it works.
Yeah, it'll probably be announced as well as I think Josh did a little put that in a blog post somewhere, that the teams that will be qualified, so you can double check soon, I'm sure. Okay. So basically, we're waiting for these guys to ready up, and I think they maybe need a confirmation of that again.
Yeah, maybe in the meantime we can quickly say or repeat that, including the normal Cheesemore players, which they are still representing in the ESL, but that is just due to, well, let's call it administrative purposes. We have Articuno and Frelina from normal Cheese Mode, and then of course Tage, Rom and Denchi from normally TCG.
TCG, indeed. They've actually all got the same. Oh, it's nice.
Yeah. ORNG. Orange logo.
Very
that is the name they play under this time around. Yeah, and going up against last month's winners, 55 HP Monks.
Yes, this is going to be interesting because this is potentially going to be, in the qualifiers, our final.
Yeah,
more likely than not, unless there's going to be some upsets here and there.
I mean, we've seen at least your goose is cooked, salt. They managed to pick at least one game of the record of 55. Maybe in the future they are able to get another one after that. That is kind of how you want it to go. But yeah, definitely not unbeatable, I'd say.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I didn't know that Orange had changed their name to 55 HP Monks.
Wait, what? Wrong way around. Yeah, and switched. Now it's fixed.
Hey!
I really love the button. I really love that button.
The button is good. So at the moment, we are just waiting for these guys to ready up. For some reason, they're all running around in game and not readying up. Hurry up. There we go.
Zan needs a second. So I'm just gonna, again, for everyone who is interested, while we're talking, I'm just gonna go through the builds on the side. So if you want to copy one of these guys' builds, just go into the VOD after this stream and have a look at it and stop it at the precise moment you need to play the meta. Or maybe not. I don't know if Cleric's Amulet Staff Alley is considered meta, since only Karsai plays it.
No, not yet. You never know. You never know. Okay, it looks like we just had a couple of DCs, so people will be coming back into the game. But at the moment, how do you think this map's going to go for both teams? 55 obviously pulling their game together a bit more in the last two games that we saw them playing against Leaderboard. Big D. And yeah. So hopefully they're gonna pick it up quite early in this game, because otherwise Orange are gonna really punish them really early on. What I liked about Orange actually was those SR kind of engages where they just stealthed up as a group in different positions. Every single time Fralina had a cooldown up, pretty much jumped into that SR and used it very offensively.
Yeah.
When those team fights weren't going their way, they couldn't res as well because those SRs weren't off cooldown. So yeah, it was a couple of times where they were just in that mid fight, I think, in their first game on Forest Hill, when I noticed kind of needed it for them. But you know, they used it very well when they wanted to. Especially on that engage, actually.
And something we might actually want to note is that Frelina has moved over to an Executioner build. So a bit more damage on that one. Doesn't have the condition remover from Hide and Shadows, of course, and doesn't have the Panic Strike. But to be honest, the condition load on 55 is low enough to be able to go for Executioner. So that is a pretty good choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. And that Mobilizer, I don't think, would be as useful against these guys, to be fair.
Yeah. Especially, he's mostly roaming with Tage, and he has a lot of Mobilize. He doesn't need one more. What for?
Exactly. Got the third skill on the hammer, and he's got the lockdown of the got the knockback. I haven't seen many body knockaways as much as Tage normally does. Either that, or I've not been on the point when he's done them. He's normally quite good at those.
I've seen quite a bit. Yeah, that's pretty handy, because the banish of the hammer on the Guardian, of course, knocks back the foe, and especially with down targets, if somebody decides to be annoying and die on point, you can just punch them off the point, and then they'll bleed them out. Let them just stay there, bleed out, and they're not an annoyance on point anymore. So
pretty nice.
The finals are about to happen. We are at Go4GuildWars2 Cup number 12. We do have Orange logo on the red side versus 55 HP Monks on the blue side for €400. That is what they're playing for.
We have two staffed up members of TCG coming, sorry, of Orange. Wow, first mention. Freylina and Tage just running over towards the henge at the moment, as we do see Rom going forward first. Oh. Maybe it's a little bit of a dupe tactic, taking out maybe Misha there on the side, not able to, unfortunately, for him. Chosen Sin's really low though, as he tries to get the engage on Tage, pulls out their SR, as Freylina comes in to put some AoE on that, and almost... and takes down Chosen Sin there with those cluster balls.
You see with a quick ninja res going in there, Chosen Sin back up and still stealth, meaning not that difficult for him to get out there. But Rom might have a whole load of trouble, is trying to get away with the sword jump, of course, but going down. Nice positioning on top of their stomp coming in from Issei. We do have the mower on Denshi to negate the res attempt there, and this looks like almost Orange could fall apart completely. Denshi taken away. Rom is down, and this is just a primer for the engage on mid, even though Karlsruhe is down, and Artikunu is going to get the cap, double cap now for Orange. The engage that is coming, that is going to hurt.
It really is. I mean, the nice coordination there. Did you see? As soon as he was low HP and Ron was trying to run away, everyone was on him. Everyone in his dog. And they just legged it over towards his body. Actually, Misha almost went down to a Scepter 2, actually, just as they were getting that down. They actually almost got the decap mid. They have got it indeed. Freylina had to dip out of that midpoint. Obviously, no one else was really on point to hold. They're going to be okay for a minute here. Tage is just going to hold inside that ring of warding as Rom's just tanking on point. Decap's good. Points are really identical, only 4 points in it at the moment. Zan's going to be against Denshi over on the henge point, so that fight really could be an either way one. Chosen Sin trying to range on the top. We're going to have a look at Tage's actually tried to be really offensive on Misha, and it really kind of failed there, unfortunately, and actually got a lot of
shadows. The immobilize was good, but nice port up to the high ground of the keep. Now, left a port there, invis, and now going for the defense of the henge point, because Zenanan, even though he might be able to pick that up, it's gonna take a while, and they want another body on the mid fight, and maybe just keep that safe decap attempt coming out from Chosen Sin.
The long way round. They really didn't see him coming. And there's pulled out Articuno, some big support out from that mid fight there. There isn't going to be anyone going down at mid anytime soon. EC is actually going to come back.
Nice knockback on Freylina there, but he can port back up.
This is nice movement from kind of both teams at the moment. I mean, Chosen Sin really did choose to go the long way around there, but it worked to his advantage. Karlsruhe's very low at the moment. EC is going to be able to back him up. We got him back to full HP now.
Already down, and at this moment in time, I think 55 wants to push the fight over to the henge as much as possible, because we did have the portal there. Now the pain train went through, already taking a lot of damage on the side there. Freylina is there, can't quite get up apparently. Didn't infiltrate us up on the high ground, but Misha just barely got out of there. Now, where is he? Do they want to do a chieftain, really? What is Misha doing here? That seems a bit random.
He's coming back, yeah, he's not sure about his movement there, to be honest. I think he's just running about. Having a bit of a laugh. Freylina, who's going to maybe go down here. Support comes out from maybe Denshi, who's going to be able to bring him up in terms of health. Articuno coming around as well.
At the exact moment that Tage goes away from the mine, we do have Zenanan for the decap, but also a decap is Freylina. Only difference is that Zan can keep the decap. The fight, the Thief 1v1 is going to be over pretty quickly either way, especially if we have the assistance from Misha coming in from the side.
Tage can maybe pour onto the point if he's got his cooldown. He has, so he's going to be okay versus Zan for now. Locking him into that ring of warding, of course, as well. But Zan knocking him off node, getting a couple more caps, but has to dodge off point as well. He's not going to be able to CC with that toolkit 5 because Tage dodges it nicely, putting that nice Scepter 2 on point. He's going to... Zan brings out the slick shoes, trying to put him down, but Tage just heals himself up again, using a couple of meditations and then using his... He's not used his heal yet either,
really
so
good movement at the moment for Orange. Only problem is we did have a side 1v1, and now the Moa comes out on Rom. That is going to be the end of him, and that is going to be the safely secured henge point afterwards, and they can just leave him there. He's maybe have an eye on him, because in this situation he might actually try and rest himself. Will he? No, he won't, because Misha still needs to cap, and he's probably going to have an eye on him.
Yeah, there's no point there. Now they're in a 2v2 situation over on the midpoint. Should be okay. And actually, we've got Denshi and Tage here. Tage is just ranging with his Scepter 1 there, just hitting 1 until the rest of the team maybe comes in, because he is there's not really anyone. He could actually just get on point here, or is he just waiting? It looks like in just on the side. But we have got this 1v2 situation on the opposite side. Look at Zan just legging it around as fast as he can, going down off. No, Chosen Sin comes in to try and drop that SR to try and get the res. Misha comes in as well. Can he come in and do some nice damage? We've got the res back up. And now we're in a 3v2 situation in favor of 55 HP Monks. Over on the mid, we do have EC versus Denshi. Denshi might be able to kill him in the end, but I'm not sure that's going to happen before this fight over here ends. And maybe they can get over and help
the
Carsey.
knockback, and then we also have another static field coming in. Tage, no battle standard coming out. Frelina back up. The thief lives, but Misha is on a chase, apparently. Wants to get Frelina down. He's stealth at the moment, same as Articuno. And together they might get the engage on Misha before he can walk to his bunker guard buddy. Issei on point and maybe get a res. This time, no, Chosen can't go for the res. He might try and just go for the down of Frelina. Only problem is if he is too fast, it's going to be the rally on Misha.
Yeah, it's not too good over here for Misha at the moment, really. There you go. The hammer knockback, no chance of a res at all. Zan is now sandwiched between Articuno and also Tage over on this point over here, just below the keep. Still mid versus EC versus Denshi. Feels like they could probably just not do much.
Nice. Just a bit of short bow auto attack and Frelina goes down, but 2 people for the rest, one of which is Tage, and that damage is going to be too much for Chosen Sin, but maybe an interrupt and a little bit of damage from Zan assisting there. Earlier he was the one being chased, now he is the one chasing. Articuno maybe going down off point. This is just...
Oh yeah.
We just have Denshi and Issei having a fist fight on keep, while everything happens below the point. Now really joining up to the point. The first bit of burst might come on Denshi with Misha there and possibly, well, Karsab just for the support.
Yeah, I mean, EC's still got a lot of his cooldowns though. I mean, he's used a big heal there, but still got renewed focus. 2 shouts left as well, so he should be absolutely fine. Tage just coming in from the side there, popping that focus 5 to make sure that he's blocking a lot of that attack. He's actually going to probably bail a little bit here. Fralin and start to come in as well. Rom's just tanking the node. And, you know, I mean, Sage is still doing a nice job in his DPS builds. Pretty impressed with how quick he's changed over to that in like the high-end competitive play.
Misha's a bit out of position and doesn't know that Frelina is chasing him. The first... stealthed up as well. Both come out of stealth at the same time. Now he tries to get the engage, but Misha was a bit more prepared for that.
Oh, nice drop of the Chaos Storm as well. Puts a few conditions onto Frelina. Can't do any damage until that confusion is gone.
Tries to get the re-engage. Misha's down. Tage coming in. Denshi there as well. That was nicely done with, and now they might be able to really engage on the midpoint and get Karsab down as fast as possible.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate there for Misha, but you know, they took 2 players back over towards the henge because we actually saw Articuno trying to go for that decap, so they did dispense of him, so still 4v4 on map at the moment. But that did mean, of course, that we're going to see the decap of Chosen Sin over here.
No, the infiltrators didn't work. That is a bit too slow then, stealthing up and not staying there. Nice work, because Denshi needs to stay there, at least as long as he doesn't know that Chosen Sin just walked away from it.
Yeah. Looking good for 55 HP Monks at the moment. It's very stale over on the mid. This fight just keeps going. Not really a cap happening at all. Misha is stuck in that Scepter 2 ability as well. It's immobilized, but he's going to be okay.
We just saw one for the highlight reel, especially with the static field coming out in Karsab live, because we just had Karsab and Frelina just doing the nice jumping puzzle on the side there, on the other side of the fence on the keep. And Karsab tried to get away, but Frelina actually jumped just behind him, and the auto attacks were enough to res him and almost get him, but nice escape there from the Staff Elementalist Misha on the high ground now, may be able to pick a target off, and we do have a mower, so that could again turn it all.
Yeah, maybe even Denshi actually. It's Denshi's code. Yep, there you go. Good call. Really good time to use that. And look, they've got the decap over on the mine again. 55 HP Monks are being very patient about this at the moment, and they're getting Chosen Sin. No, it was Zan actually, sorry. I was actually
nice, now with the portal back up, but he didn't secure the down there. Maybe a little bit more damage was needed on that one because of 3 people res, but now we have a 3 people stealth.
Yeah, they're going to probably chase, and they're not going to chase, or they're going to go to mid. Oh, decap over on the henge, possibly. Then she got through the ranks. Might get this decap, but they've got the cap over on the mine, actually, at the moment. Tage is very low, so that might be able to take him down with that slick shoes bomb grenade combination if he can. It's going to look, it's not too good for him. Tage did a nice job of surviving that. EC's here to go on node. Zan can range with those grenades off point now. As we see Tage just trying to escape, but Zan hot on the trail there. Karsib is down mid. Articuno might pick that up for free. And we've still got the henge over on the other side of the map in favour of 55. Now stretching their lead by another 30 points or so. Yeah, it's not looking good for the
almost at TCG. Oh, actually, starting off with a Svanir. At least Frelina is doing a Svanir, trying to keep it as still as possible. Of course, if he keeps it still, it's not really visible on the map. No, it moved.
Visible now.
It moved. That should be visible, and a bit of a risky one.
Chosen Sin's coming. No, he's not.
No.
They're going to let him have it. They're just going to engage on mid. They're saying, screw that. We've got 2 nodes. Maybe let's go for 3rd one. Oh, Articuno. Oh, I thought it was going to actually disengage it. It's just building up his might stacks as people start to engage.
This is no. Chosen Sin is out of position. He needs to get out of there soon because the reinforcements are going to come no matter what. We actually have 4 people now around the vicinity of the keep, and it looks like TCG. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised with that because they did prepare an engage, but now Denshi is kind of announcing, hey, look out, 55, you might want to go to the henge because that's where we're going.
Yeah, this is a better point for them to engage onto at the moment. There's no one really to stay on it. Misha's here. Bass support off straight away almost. Chosen Sin comes in as well. Oh, we've not got Karsib or EC here. I mean, they only need a 1 cap for now, and they're probably going to hold it. But they're going to lose the cap soon. Oh, no, they've lost it. Oh, God. That wasn't good. They need someone... They've got all the bunker players over on this. Oh no, they do have Karsib over on this point now as well, so that's going to be okay. And should be enough support on both sides of the map to keep these caps as they are at the moment. Even to the point where Articuno has to leave mid, and it looks like Chosen Sin and Misha are actually going to nip up there as Karsib keeps it in a 1v2 situation.
Is it going to be a Moa? No, still 20 seconds left on that one, but just the burst could be enough, and we also have a portal towards the henge if necessary.
He's going to have to leave.
Yeah. He has to leave. Decap coming out, and after the cap we're gonna have and from the side engaging Denshi now on point, keeping it neutral, and those 2 could actually stand a chance against the paint train.
Yeah, I mean, this is 55's game as it is at the moment.
Moa coming out. That was 20 seconds of time. Cooldown is up immediately. I really feel like has Misha in the past 2 in the past 4 matches ever mowed something other than an alley? I think Tage once, but the alleys really quove in the game before, and now Denshi is just getting mower after mower after mower. And the GG was called.
I don't think she's missed one either. He's missed on each.
Yeah. No, didn't miss one. At least none that I saw. Triple cap coming out, but we also have the GG already caught. 55 HP Monk. Plural. Picking up the first game in this best of 3. Managing to beat the apparent, some have called it a super team. Take 2 of the top teams, put them together. Apparently not yet able to beat the 3rd top team. We'll see, maybe on the 2nd map they do a little bit better. But this time around 55 really in control of things.
I think so, and maybe this is giving them all the momentum they need at the moment to just push through and win this tournament, and go to our January. I guess it'll be January finals, and then pushing on towards WTS qualifiers and whatnot as well soon.
Yeah, only problem with 55 is that they can't participate in the lineup they're in currently. Because I hope Zenanan doesn't mind me telling this on stream, but he is actually gonna miss becoming 18 by 1 week.
Oh, what?
1 week, and he could have participated in the WTS.
That is painful.
Yep, it is. So if
Misha's off as well.
If they qualify, well, in the qualifier itself, they need to make some adjustments. We'll have to see who that will be. On the other side, Orange kind of formed for the WTS.
Yeah, exactly. So they're in a bit more of a favorable position, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. We will have to see as we go into the next game, and I tell them to ready up.
Oh, always the ready ups between the games. So, 55 in the position to win one more game and win the cup, taking home 400 euros as well as 100 Go4 points, going a long way towards qualifying for the... Although, to be fair, I think they are already pretty sure in the monthly finals. How many points do they have? 80 or something? Already?
So, could double check. It's on the main Guild Wars page.
I've got it open already if I find the right tab.
Do it, you can do it.
Let's see, they have 80 points, yes, and are in 4th place at the moment. Already at least getting 60. So, the qualification is pretty safe. This one is for the money. And the honor. Just the the bragging rights of being able to say, we've won the Go4 Cup.
Oh yeah, but that's pretty sweet.
I think mostly for the money.
Mostly, probably, yeah.
Probably.
But also that, you know, they're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So, having a look as... Why are we waiting so... Oh god, nobody's really hung up.
Not quite sure. Yeah, a lot of X's. Only Chosen Sin feels ready. He's eager to get in.
So as we go into this game, we are looking at 55 HP monks, 1 up at the moment. Not sure. Oh yeah, Freddy's in the wrong spawn and is in the red team. That's interesting. Anyway, we won't talk about that again. Interesting.
Frey trying to kill the blue team even before it starts.
It's a thief. He's trying to be sneaky. Anyway, all good. So in this game, we're gonna. I'm not sure what can Orange logo do differently at the moment. How can they improve upon how they're moving? I mean,
to be honest, I didn't really see that many mistakes from the side of Orange. I just saw some brilliant stuff from the side of 55.
Yeah, but they need to try and counter like the Misha kind of Chosen Sin combination, and actually Zan's getting those decaps, and their positioning is better. Carsave's in the right spot, so is EC in times. They can be in those 1v1s. You can have EC just holding a point for so long where that other fight gets sorted out, then the pain train combination can move to him or whoever is currently, and then they almost switch out sometimes, EC and Carsave at different points. But yeah, with the other guys.
And we also in the last game, in comparison to the one against Salt, we saw a lot less of Xenanon being up against 2 people on his own. It was mostly Carsaib and Issei, so that is a good start. Good start, definitely. And it worked.
Yeah, I agree.
It worked. One of the factors, and really, Misha and Chosen Sin, one of the 2 elementalists is gonna die as soon as that mower is ready to go. And we've seen very few mowers coming out just normally. For the most part, it was out of stealth, which is somewhat difficult to dodge.
I don't know. There was a couple of opportunities. Like there was a one at mid and one towards Henge on Denshi, where I don't think Misha was in stealth though. I think there's just just using them at the right spot as well. Yeah, but most of them
just wait for the 2 dodges and then get the mower going. But we are already starting with the potentially last match of today. 55 gets this. They are on the blue side, and orange logo on the red side.
And this is what 55 did in the last game. They ignored their close point, and that's exactly what the red team have done as well. Although Rom is going to nip over there. Doesn't want to do that. He's going to be in a 4-man sandwich situation in a second. He's just going to die completely over here. He's gone. Mid's going to be the next target. We've got EC surviving well over there, probably using quite a lot of cooldowns. Rom is definitely out of this.
None yet. First cooldown used now.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. This is great. Well, we've got Tage and Articuno over here. Tage not really taking him down low, of course. Good job. EC jumps out. Look at the support for each other they're having at the moment. We've got Freylina down as well. Look at solid start for 55 HP Monks. Not jumping into mid using that mower, but instead doing a 4-man rush.
Chosen already on his way to the waterfall. Has an Elementalist on his heels, and Denji with a fiery greatsword is fast enough. Porting back in, trying to get the advantage back in the mid fight. Maybe Tage the next target, trying to lock him down, but he still has some abilities left. Renewed focus is out, block ability coming back up. But after that, oh, support from Denji, very nice there.
Did a good job at the moment. We still have one node each though, of course. The lead is not that much. It's literally just that kill that we've had, to be fair. Freylina is stealthed over towards the quarry at the moment. Isn't going to engage, just going to go back towards the mid now.
Yeah, you don't really want to engage against an engineer on a thief, to be honest. And now again, second move, Chosen Sin stealthed up, but sees that Denji was kind of already expecting that. But maybe they can pick up the retreating Freylina there. Ported right into two stealth DPSs. Now Chosen Sin using the confusion to get the decap on the waterfall point. Tage coming in, so he can't really fight that. Or is he going to? Don't. You're gonna regret that.
Was Freylina playing SD in the last game?
Yeah.
He was playing SD. Did I completely miss that?
SD, but is now on Executioner. No, in the last game, Executioner as well. I don't know. Has he switched?
No, yeah, he was on Executioner. He's on SD now.
Oh, SD. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just noticed that as I was walking away. SD Executioner?
Yeah, never mind. I just didn't think about SD. But we have Denji and Rom advancing to the quarries and dying there. We have Zon just staying there. The portal is there in case anything very fast happens, but now 3 people engaging on the midpoint, only 3, well, it's a 3v3, but afterwards they have the 2 downed advantage on the map. They might just roll over this midpoint. Why is Issei chasing Freylina? What is happening there?
We got some role reversals going down. Not sure that was the correct move from him. Chosen Sin probably better to do that than Easy there, but you know, just waving him off, I guess. Zan is still holding strong over on the quarry there with the portal. Could probably move away, is at the moment. Can do that until the cooldown, of course, is reached and they can't use that anymore. Chosen Sin going to go down to the pain of Rom and Tage there being encircled in that ring of warding, of course, and it's going to be just cleaved down. I guess his stack field dropped on Tage a bit too late to have any chance of getting back Chosen Sin into this fight. Still quite close, these fights, actually, to be honest. Then she is over on the quarry. Misha is quite low, needs to escape. Zan drops that heal to offer some support, as we see Rom jumping into the point as well, as EC joining on the quarry node as well.
Okay, so even though in the first couple of minutes we did have definitely an edge on for 55 here, it is still fairly equal. We only have 12 points between them. That might get a bit more now with a decap of Chosen Sin adding points, because it takes longer to recap a point. And Chosen Sin, no, disengaging again, smart move, don't go for the 1v1 there. And Freylina now the only one defending. Why is Freylina the only one defending? I mean, he can take the 1v1 against Carside most likely, but if now Chosen Sin would have just pulled into the mid-fight, that would already be their point.
That's true. I mean, they've got... Oh, there you go. Chosen Sin's coming back now. Still might be okay to come in.
Nah, he did.
It's quite low. No,
if
maybe not now.
There you go. If Chosen Sin would have gone faster, Articuno wouldn't have been there, and Tage would have had to stay on the waterfall and recap that. So they would have gotten the midpoint right there, but now at least taking out Freylina. No, the support from Articuno coming in, and the damage reversal on Chosen Sin. Has to withdraw, has to fire on him, stealth is up to be a bit more safe. Yeah, nice knockdown out of the SR.
Oh, that was nice, yeah. But then the static field came out from Carsaber, dropped the healing on top of it to protect Chosen Sin, but got taken down there. And unfortunately for him, dead. 55 HP Monk, still got 1 cap over in the quarry. Still, he's going 1v1 to Denshi at the moment. Freylina's going to come in. But they've got the waterfall.
They've got the waterfall, so double outer point cap. Are they just going to give up the midpoint, or do they really want to contest that? Nope. Midpoint is a free cap for Orange. So that is something you can work off. But for the first time now we have really the very advantageous position for 55. Double auto point cap, they are gonna slowly but surely gain a lead. Denshi with a support on Frelina, not really enough, but Zan can't really do enough damage. Disengage already. Denshi should probably leave as well.
I think we literally just saw a DC from Frelina.
Oh.
Literally just
that is
DC.
Unfortunate. Yeah. DC. I mean, we did have the double auto point cap coming out before the DC happened. The DC is just gonna solidify this.
I think Misha's just gonna go AFK now. Yeah, Misha's gonna go AFK.
Yeah. Misha going back into base, staying there until we do have him reconnected. So, being sportsmanlike there, but still, this could really be problematic. They did get the mid decap. Finally coming through on the waterfall. Just Issei there. Chosen Sin coming in maybe to pick off Rom, but Tage is behind him. That could be very dangerous.
Seems like 55 HP monks just had more solid connections as well, apparently. Even the orange logo connections to the internet are afraid of 55, apparently. But here we go. We are still got the D. We've got the AFK of Misha up in the top right-hand corner, as you can see in the map on Nick's screen at the moment. So we still have that issue, but the problem is you know, I mean, it works for both teams. They've still got two big damage dealers out. I mean, in all honesty, Misha's got a lot of mobility, utility in terms of portals.
Has the portal, has the mower.
The mower, yes. So it's just as bad for them, to be
Chosen
fair.
with the ninja reses. Are they going to get curious? Why is oh no, he's in stealth as well. So both back up. They did lose the waterfall. And now they're going to go back into mid because Kashyap is starting to get some problems there.
Indeed, I mean, someone said the main issue is at the moment that it's tough to come back because they haven't got much damage. I mean, Tage is their main source of damage. You know, Rom's not doing a lot. Arikun is not really. Denshi isn't either. So it's all on Tage to really pick out these players and just take them out. And the long, drawn-out fights are not going to bring back Orange back into this game, to be fair, and it's going to be tough. And now Tage is in a 1v1 over on the quarry node. If you can get the decap, that might be okay, but still it's going to be tough. It's just going to be full-on, like, sustained fights over on the mid. Although they're going to try and bring it back over to the quarry. Not too sure that's going to happen. Tage is having a couple of problems versus San. If he gets, there you go, if he gets knocked back and knocked down, low Chosen Sin actually having a couple of problems himself.
But yeah, as you said, with the DC, we do have two main damage dealers of the teams, AFK or out of the game.
That's just how important they are. You can see it.
That is advantageous for the team that is currently ahead, because it's most likely going to result in a stalemate across the map.
Yeah, exactly. Tage getting rezzed out over on the quarry node. He's going to be successfully rezzed. The support's still good for the orange team, but like we've been saying, with that DC, it's going to be very tough to kill anyone, especially, I mean, this combination is probably the best combination, but they've got EC there to support. Chosen Sin comes in and takes out Tage. That's all he needs to do. All they need to do is really focus on Tage, and they're pretty much winning. They're going to win these fights.
Once Tage is gone, the damage potential is just almost zero.
They're supporting him really well. I mean, look at Orange's movement around him. They're really doing a really fantastic job knocking back EC there. But Tage still, all he has to, even when you put pressure on him, he's not able to do anything back to get.
Yeah, well, he is using his meditations just to stay alive. So a little bit of damage is coming out. He got back up. He has his renewed focus up back again. So he's not going to fall anytime soon.
Pulled by Zan. Nice ball there.
But
easy going down now. Look at that. Tage is alive and things are good. Just hammering him off node. Maybe there you go. Just as I say it, he does it.
Zan is soon to follow. Johnson already disengaging, so they are going to be losing their only cap. This 4v4 might not go as well as 55 would have hoped. They might be able to. No, are they going to be? No. Okay, Rom last second turning around, going on point and not leaving the mid cap as a free cap. We have Chosen Sin trying to be fast enough to just gain the advantage. We did see the pin down coming out, immobilize. therefore didn't make it on waterfall fast enough. No cap coming out, so double outer point cap for TCG, not TCG, orange logo. I need to yeah, get used to that.
If they can come back now, and they can. I mean, they've still not got a node. 55 HP at the moment.
55 could just go for a Lord Rush. They don't have Misha for the mower and portal, but they could still just refuge up and try and go for the mower.
They've got
for the Lord Rush.
They should probably just go for it. They actually got the decap over on the waterfall as well in the 2v1 situation.
Leave Issei on the midpoint and then go for the Lord. That could work.
Yeah, true. That's true. Ah, Moen. They've got no mower there, though. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will in this situation. I'll have to wait and see. We've still got 3.5 minutes left. Just on the board. A 90-point lead for 55 HP Monks. Will they pick up another final for themselves?
Oh, Chosen Sin might die. Is caught in the ring of warding. Tage is on him as well as Rom. Rom is now chasing Zan away. So Chosen Sin is a pretty much secure down. Xenon and Karsaib still on point though, and they are just going to try and keep it neutral. They have a 90-point lead at the moment, so I think they'll just try and ride it through the end. Just try and get 100 more points. Only 200 seconds left. If they keep the midpoint though.
And how many seconds, Nick?
200 seconds. 1 point every 2 seconds.
There you go.
That's not really hard math.
It was good. I like how you picked up on it. Math is hard. Okay, so go back over to the waterfall. But we have still got this fight going.
Another thing we can mention is that before we see 55 hitting the 500 mark, we are going to have orange in the range for Lord Rush, and I think that is what they are going for now.
They've not really got the best damage for that, and probably a 55 HP Monk send EC and Thing back. Thing? And Thing? EC and Cast.
And there it goes. They are safely secure with the quarry getting the last couple of points. They are opening the door. Losing midpoint. There's no point in come 455 anymore, but they will be getting the waterfall point, and the Lord Rush is in motion now. The door is open, but we see there isn't really that much damage. Maybe the support can be enough. Can the Lord be defended just because they're a player down?
We should just have to stand back and watch this go down.
That has to be painful.
1 minute 30 seconds. Are we going to see them guys just pick this up? You got Karsib and EC and Zan there. That is not going to be an easy Lord engage, but they're going to have to go for it. They're going to have to go for it. Look at Chosen Sin across the map, just getting the decaps. If they don't go for it, they're gonna lose the game. So they have no chance but to engage.
Chosen Sin now wouldn't really be a benefit, because without Frelina there isn't a target he can pick off easily and completely negate the damage. We have the engage on the Blue Lord. Finally, it took quite a while. The support is good, but the damage 50%. We do have the condition stacking.
Really?
This might actually be happening. The Lord, is there enough support? The heal was interrupted. The damage on the Lord is enough, and we do see orange logo picking up the game, which was forced into a 4v4 after Frelina disconnected. We did see Misha going AFK, and he just had to watch that.
Now, the issue is now that we're in the third game, and Frelina is still not back. He can't get back into Guild Wars 2, so this is going to be an issue. Yeah, so there you go. And it can only be someone from their roster as well. That is going to be a bit of an issue. So anyway, all of that, they must have been, I didn't look at their might stacking and whatnot, but they must have been stacking might and building up their damage potential as they jumped into that. And actually, Carsave and EC not able to support as well as we'd hoped. Maybe using those cooldowns even before the engage on the Lord even happened to a degree. I don't know. Maybe they should just literally stood on the Lord while they waited to actually engage. And because Chosen Sin wasn't actually there as well, you know, there was no damage on the players to actually bring them down other than the NPCs and Zan.
But to be honest, who do you want to bring down fast there?
Tage.
Okay,
Was that a good answer to the question?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Take down Tage. There's a burst. There's all the burst gone, and there's a lot of CC.
But I am being whispered an accusation at the moment. I'm gonna refer them to the admins.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm being whispered something, but I'm not gonna share that on the stream yet because I would need proper confirmation for that. So
type it to me, and I'll talk to the viewers. I want to know.
So we did just see the disconnect seemed to be more advantageous for Orange in the end, the Orange logo.
Indeed, sirs. Okay, just having a look. Oh, they've been given 5 minutes, and then we're gonna have to start, and it will be a 5v4.
Is that allowed?
That's the admin choice. Oh, they have a sub apparently. Ow, 100%. Someone's just gone. Oh my god. Then she's just gone engineer.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
100% stomp. Probably because he's running Elixir S, I guess.
Interesting.
Wow, okay. Then she's playing engineer. That should be interesting. Okay, still Celestial, I guess. Technically. Standard meta build, Elixir S with toolkit and grenade kit is, well, standard. He's going with Elixir. There's a couple of standard builds, I guess we could say. She kind of like that.
Apologies, I'm just writing Jebro the message to fill him in on what's going on. Maybe in a bit we will fill in the viewers as well, you guys. Maybe we'll tell you. Maybe not, we'll have to see. We're just gonna leave that off of the discussion for the time being. So, currently, what is gonna be the replacement for Frelina?
I don't know. I mean, they've only got 2 people left on their roster: Draze and Lordasura. No, yes.
Yeah, Lordasura and Draze.
Yeah, I'm not sure Lordasura is going to be around. And Misha is apparently gone forever.
And Misha is gone as well. This is just people are falling.
Uh-oh. People are dropping like flies. Ow. How's the chat going? Who's going to win this 4v4? It's going to be a fantastic game. Have we actually been over a K viewers for quite a while now? So welcome to the show. Guild Wars 2 has not gone into a 4v4 situation with.
No, and as we've seen, especially with a team where the main damage source is coming from. Well, you want the combination. You need the burst of the Mesmer Thief to actually get something down. So in a 4v4 where on both sides you have just falling damage by the waysides, but the support is still there, then I think there's a pretty big advantage, especially in this time for Orange logo, because they aren't running something so supporty like a Cleric's Amulet Staff Elementalist or a Altruistic Healing Guardian. So they still have the pressure of the Celestial on Rom as a Shout Warrior, on Articuno as a Celestial Staff Ally. Oh wait, is he on Staff? Yeah, right? Yeah, he's on Staff. Celestial Staff Ally. And then we also had Denchi on the Dagger Celestial Ally. So there is still a lot of pressure behind that. On the other side, Zan, okay, there's a bit of damage. Chosen Sin, okay, but Karsaib and Issei, they bring nothing to the table in terms of damage. Well, next to nothing.
Pretty much. Put it in one. We've actually had another DC now, so 55 might actually
okay.
be playing with 4 in 5 minutes time, or a couple of minutes time now. So there is these rules and regulations to keep the game running a bit more smoothly and quick, so we can move on, we do have the NA one going on today as well. I'm not 100% sure who is streaming that, in all honesty.
Yeah, because Blue is not there, I think.
Blue is absent this eve, well, today, in the NA. NA-ness. How are we looking on points for this currently monthly? So we've got Civilized Gentlemen who are definitely can enter. Not sure who's on their roster anymore and what's going on. We've still only got the 5 or 6 players. So that will be interesting. Maybe Elsef can talk about that. Cheese Mode, who is these guys? Orange. Orange Longo. We've got Svane pushing Lord 55. Various artists. Your Goose is cooked. Leaderboard over life and chasing rainbows in the top 8 at the moment as it stands.
But that can still be moved around because we have this one. Okay, we kind of have the results from this one already, except for the finals. And then there's one more in this month.
Indeed.
Next Sunday. But now we are still in the finals, and it looks like Issei is only just AFK for a second and got, I don't know, maybe AFK removed from the game because he stood around for too long. Could be one of those 2 reasons. And to catch up on what happened. So we have a DC on Frelina. Replacing him is Lortesura. Lortesura on a Dega Elementalist Celestial. And then we have Denji moving over to Celestial Rifle NG.
Already seen him play NG in like high-end tournaments, and especially the final 4.
On 100% pimp. And are we going to call him that? No, he switched mid-game, so we're going to call him Denji.
Oh, I didn't even read the last bit. I thought he actually said down. Such a mistake. Oh, God. Been a really long week. Fun week, though. Hope you guys are looking forward to what's going
I hope
down.
With Issei now back in the game, it will be fun for a couple more minutes as we go into the certainly the last game for this Go4GuildWars2 Cup, where we decide whether Orange Logo or 55 HP Monks are going to go home with 400 euros.
Indeed. It's just still some nice money coming out, especially on top of the money they could be getting from this event. So that would be inside a week. 55 if they win would have picked up 1,400 euros. Whoa. That's a bit of cash.
That's a good bit of money. Can't complain about that.
No, for playing the computer games, pretty good. Spending a bit of time doing that. And then we got the red team. So these guys have won some cash themselves at different points in time. Of course, the Cheese Mode members winning a little bit more consistently, but not as much as the TCG members, who won a ton of cash at the WTS that was in China.
Second place in WTS still gets you $50,000. 15. Did I say 50 there?
Does it?
15. 1 5.
You just forgot to say teen. No, 15.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's say I said the right thing and my mic just cut out. Blame the technology, people. Blame the technology.
I'm going to force start the game as it has been 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, apparently the go, but people don't want to ready up by themselves. They want to be forced to play.
I feel bad for doing this. I mean, Articuno, okay, that's alright. They've said it, so I'm doing it.
Articuno is moving anyway, so he is there, which means we can finally go into the last and deciding match of today. We are at the 12th Go4GuildWars2 Cup. 400 euros are up for grabs, only 100 for the second place. Whoever comes on top on this game is gonna be the winner of the 12th Go4.
We see the teams coming out of the gates for the final game of the ESL Go4GuildWars2 Cup, number 12. We have Articuno going towards the windmill. Rom, opting to go towards the mid. We're going to see a potential stealth up of Chosen Sin, Zan, and also Misha, which is what they did earlier over on that quarry node. We're going to see EC going to mid versus Lord Asura, and not much happening.
Oh, we're going to see Articuno dying. He random dodged the pullback from Xananan, but is still victim to a little bit of damage. No, disengaged brilliantly. Yet you can only engage on the far point stealth so many times before the enemy is going to realize, yeah, there's about to come some damage my way. Chosen Sin just barely getting out, manages to port up to the clock tower point, and now with a knockback they could potentially get a quick cap on there. No, Rom jumping in from the side like a hero.
Like a boss. He is a boss. Maybe the boss of cheese mode. But let's have a look over here where EC is just kind of waving off some people. Needs to probably be on point. Although Castle is on node. We are going to see Chosen Sin potentially going for a decap. And also some trap shots coming in from Misha as well over on the east side of the map. Of course, as Chosen Sin caught down below versus Tage. Going to chuck that Scepter 2 on him to cleave him out, but he's actually going to try and go for the down as well. Castle Benisi on node at mid as the trip shots were laid in there. And over on the mansion, actually, we've had a potential contestation coming in from 100% Pimp and also Rom. Misha trying to put the pressure down on 100% Pimp with Zan trying to
might actually get the decap if Misha doesn't go on point pretty quick. No, doesn't quite dare to go on point against 100% as well as Rom. So therefore giving up the cap. Mid is not really happening that much. Maybe they are just waiting and kind of poking them a bit before we have the respawn of Chosen Sin. Now they can engage on the midpoint, and maybe Chosen will be fast enough, and Articuno doesn't realize. No, he realizes. Alright, maybe an immobilize and a knockback. Articuno is fast enough though. No decap, double outer point cap for Orange Logo. Stands strong.
There's a lot of sustain now on the red team with having less DPS orientated characters. You know, Tage is here. He's pretty much the only 100% is over time as well, of course. So he's got those grenades, but he's got quite a lot of survivability as well. They need to try and pick up these targets if they can. Chosen Sin's probably going to... No, he's not going to chase Denshi, actually. He's just going to leave him there. Yeah, Zan is going to try and pick up the mansion, although not able to get that knockback as Rom comes into the node. We are going to see Misha coming up as well. Although Tage jumps on Misha from behind at the bottom of the actual ramp there. And we saw a line of warding. Oh, that was... Sorry, that must have been Isis there. No, it wasn't.
No? What? Did he change anything? No, he didn't. So you might have imagined stuff. The damage on Tage, however, is still pretty good. He wasn't able to get Misha down, and Misha returns some damage from his side. Is on the chase, as well as Chosen Sin, but he's just kiting around the obstacle on the side, going down now. The damage should be enough so that a stomp is pretty much impossible. And, well, they are fighting a 4v... Sure. No, are they? No, Chosen Sin now disengaging and trying to help on the mid. Or maybe get the decap on the windmill again, but he might want to stealth up there, because Articuno is still waiting in the same spot, spotting Chosen Sin. And yeah, Chosen, that is only going to work if you're stealthed.
That escape from Rom was epic over on the mansion. He was on like 1k HP, had 4 stacks of vulnerability, had bleeding everything, used his cooldowns correctly, used the adrenaline, just his abilities, but now is unfortunately going to go in mid just because he's immobilized and everything.
Oh no, he's still alive, he's still alive. The Conti clear comes out, he is jumping, and now the healing signet is doing the job.
Blimey.
There we go. Escaping hero Rom today, great apparently. Stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally been on Rom for the last 2 minutes. Just watching his survivability and how well he's playing is they're doing a great job at the moment.
He's down on the side. Tage, not enough damage anymore after the initial burst to keep him down, but Rom is on the chase now as well. 6 stacks of bleeding. Immobilize just went away. Misha completely retreating, but still might have some troubles if Tage ports in. The block ability comes out. Chaos Storm, and we have a roof duel.
No, this is not good. Oh, low Misha is still... No! Needs to be careful.
Knocked him really back, maybe. No, there comes a little bit more damage, and now the stomp is pretty safe. And Misha also doesn't even use the downed ability because he was so far out of position that nothing really could have helped. Maybe this time around. Oh, Articuno a bit wide with the fiery feet. Is it called that? I can't quite remember. At least he went off to the side and therefore gave up the decap.
Indeed, indeed. Having a look over on the... so this is still going to be in favour, probably in the end of Orange Logo, to be honest, as we see, you know, 100%, it can come in, drop a lot of damage on the point now, and also just cleave up around himself to take out Chosen Sin. Chosen Sin quite low, having problems against the NG at the moment as well. We do see that portal over on the mansion, which has just disappeared. Tage is going to try and drop some damage on Zan. Zan could probably be a bit closer to Karsu, to be honest, although they do want to try and take out Rom as soon as possible as they start to disengage from that point. No one from 55 trying to back up that windmill as EC is 1v1.
And they're actually mowing Lord Asura on the midpoint. Nice. Didn't quite get the knockback there, but Lord Asura is gonna go down. Although we do have Tage ready for the rest. The damage might be a bit much, but the battle standard is gonna take care of that. 4 people from Orange now on midpoint and really securing that. Also windmill back in the hands of Orange. Therefore double cap and just extending their lead.
Yeah, over just gone to like 80 points now, and Orange Logo, I mean, doing good, bringing in someone else as well, bringing in Lord Asura, of course. That's, you know, he knows what he's doing. Playing in cheese mode and playing in these comps and playing with these guys a lot, but you know, fair play for him coming in late in the day. Maybe they'll share some of the cash with him, give him a $5 or something. But in the moment over on the windmill, oh, we've seen Misha going down over there. That's not good for them. Obviously, waiting for that respawn. 2 caps still good. Mansion is being contested by Rom at the moment of Orange Logo. The more I say it, the more I'm not going to say TCG or cheese mode. That's why I keep saying it. 100% now trying to work
Chosen,
his way.
is he going to be fast enough? We have people trying to jump in, and Rom just barely with the jump knockback, not quite. Lord Asura following up with a flash on that one, but a good knockback. Well, we have 3 people on there, but just coming in time.
Treb coming in there from Misha, actually. Oh, nice pull from 100% there. Nice job from him. And Misha has got some burning and a bit of confusion.
But
to make sure
now 55 is really on every point, always. As soon as they have an engage on one point, and it seems like Orange is a bit overcommitting to these. We just had 5 people in mid, just basically for a decap attempt to negate that. Then afterwards, just immediately going to the windmill, getting the decap, and now it's at least equalized again.
Yeah, this is such an... I'm really surprised at how well... I'm not really surprised at how well Denshi is playing Engineer, actually, to be honest. He's a good player, so he's going to be able to pick stuff up, you know, but he's actually playing very well. I've seen some of his streams where I think he's been playing Engineer on stream, pretty sure. But obviously, he's doing a great job.
Losing the cap on Mansion, pretty good burst on Karsab to get him down quickly. Maybe another try to get the mid, but Asura is there. Do we have another mower up? No, 33 seconds until that one is back off cooldown. But just the damage could be enough to give him some pressure. DPS Guardian in the form of Tage is coming in. That, of course, is really bad for the Pain Train. They can just fall by the waysides if he gets a good bit of burst on. And, oh, Misha got knocked completely off the clock tower.
Misha, no! Anyway, over on the windmill, we've still got big problems for 55 HP monks at the moment. They cannot come back into this game at all. They haven't done for a good 100 points or so. They've been gained from Orange Logo, and now we're seeing EC going down. That's a big supportive character on their team going out of this fight. Carbseb is back on node on windmill as well, and people are dying by the wayside. Chosen Sin is out, EC is out, Misha is very low himself, and at the moment, the way it's going, although Misha might be able to get this cheeky decap over here, has dropped a portal as well mid.
But they need a couple of caps. The lead is just 200 points now, and that...
There you go. He's doing it now. He's trying to move into mid. Asura is still there. Misha's trying so hard. They really, really, really want to come back into this game, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
And they do need that need to do that against mobility. The problem is this combination against a well-played kind of Sally setup. It's just so hard. You want to outmaneuver your enemy, but the problem is wherever you go, there's going to be somebody who can at least hold on to the initial burst, at least survive the first bit of damage. Karsab already called it GG. I don't know if that's unanimous for the entire team, although with a double cap and 420 points, it's kind of looking like it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, just asking in the map chat, because if that's it, then that is it. We'll say why. So then I can't be blamed for ending the game and there's something crazy.
Yeah, Misha says no. Apparently, Carsype is really unmotivated at the moment because Misha says no. Zan says no. Oh, Misha says end it. Okay, yeah. GG is official, I think.
I think so. Since
the second win goes over to Orange, and even if it wasn't, it's gonna be anyways in a couple of seconds, meaning Orange Logo picks up the third game and actually wins the series, meaning they go home with 400 euros. First time in this setup, already pulling out, apparently working a bit better, at least against 55 in this setup.
Good stuff, guys. Congratulations to Orange Logo in their first outing and winning the Go4GuildWars2 Weekly Cup.